Whatever you do, do not click off this video. I'm about to show you something that the mainstream media is failing to cover. Only a few independent sources have managed to get their hands on this, and it's the power of the people who want to spread and share this. And this is why I'm sharing this to you. We turn to Liverpool, where in the space of one night, two horrific incidents have happened: a stabbing and gunshots. Unbelievable. We have seen this week, likes of Birmingham, likes of Leeds, how our streets are now becoming a war zone. Gangs are circulating. Gangs are using it as a chance to get one over each other and putting the public in absolute disarray and our safety being questioned. This is disturbing. And what I must do is show you the truth. This is True Brit Media, the channel that speaks the truth, exposes the truth, and lives the truth, and the truth must be heard. Britain's out of control. The government and the police cannot clamp down on this. This is an epidemic. They have no idea what they're doing, and these two pieces of news that I'm going to show you will show you this. No arrests made. No idea who the suspects of vigilance are, yet footage of them is circulating. What's going on? Criminals on the loose once again. We're letting criminals out of our prisons like it's just a free ticket out, and now we can't even track down criminals when we've got footage there. Highly disturbing. I want to know your thoughts on this. As I said, what I'm about to show you is disturbing. It's really bothered me again that we have not got these people behind bars. So if you like these type of channels, if you like this sort of media, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. Big up to everyone who's returned for another video on True Brit Media. You're the real ones. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Like the channel if you think all deportation should be happening. And get in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on this one. Without further ado, let me bring the story of all what's going on. So, first and foremost, let's turn our attention to where it begins, which is Liverpool. And I'm going to show you the description first. I'm going to show you description before the footage, okay? Because I have got some footage and I've got to be very careful how I show you this footage, but I'm going to try my best to break it down for you. So, breaking. As of November the 9th, Merseyside Police investigations into two linked violent attacks in Liverpool remain ongoing, with no arrests or no named suspects. The question, who's shooting who, still hangs in the air amid suspected targeted gang activity. I'll come on the next bit and then say my thoughts. At around 3:45 p.m. on November the 7th, a 15-year-old boy was stabbed in Wood Farm Hay, Stockbridge Village. He was rushed to hospital in serious but stable condition. Locals describe scenes of panic as police flooded the area, sealing off roads for forensics and door-to-door searches. Detectives believe it was a targeted attack, though no suspect details have been shared. Okay, phase one, right there. It's November the 7th. As of November the 9th, 48 hours later, they still have no one behind bars for someone being stabbed. A 15-year-old boy. 3:45, Friday, finished school. This is a 15-year-old boy who's finished school, getting ready to go and start his weekend. And he is stabbed and rushed to hospital. 3:45, broad daylight again. But why? Why have they not apprehended the suspect? Door-to-door searches in need of footage. This can't happen with all the technology that we have in Britain, an advanced country. Why do we not have the evidence? Forensics are going in, trying to find who this person is. But again, thoughts, prayers, best wishes with the 15-year-old boy, his family, his friends, the community, because no child should be able to come home from school or walk to school or go to school and fear for their life. Absolutely disgusting. But as I said, this video is not clickbait because I'm going to get on to the next part. That's one teenager. It gets worse. As you can see in the title of this video, what I'm about to show you is crazy. So we go on from there. Roughly 5 hours later, gunfire erupted in Hoyton. At around 8:50 p.m., a 19-year-old man was shot multiple times in the back and leg in a drive-by attack on Manley Road, Page Moss, about 3 miles from the earlier stabbing. Residents mistook the burst of gunfire for bonfire night fireworks. The victim, initially critical, is now in a serious but stable condition. CCTV footage reportedly captured the flashes of a weapon fired from a passing black car. Okay, we now have gunfire on our streets. We now have a 19-year-old man who was rushed to hospital because of shot by a drive-by. This is the type of thing you see in movies. This is maybe the type of thing you hear in the US. But in the UK, no. No, you don't hear of these stories in the UK. And this is why the mainstream media will not show or tell you this. Because we cannot have this label. But we know, not only do we now have a knife epidemic, but are we saying that guns are creeping into our culture? Are we now saying that we have a very dangerous society? I can't believe what I'm reading. Seriously, let's continue. But the police, look how poor the police are in all of this. Police say they're keeping an open mind about links between the two incidents, but the pattern and proximity suggest a potential gang-related connection. So these incidents are connected, people. These incidents are connected. Gangs are roaming the streets of Liverpool and causing blood and doing what they want. Section 60 powers allowing stop and search without suspicion remain active across Knowsley until 3:59 p.m. today. High visibility patrols are ongoing and officers are urging anyone with footage information to come forward anonymously via Merseyside Police. So why are stop and search only a limited 48 hours? Why are we not using them more robustly? Why are we not using them continuously? I don't care, to be honest, if someone feels profiled. I don't care if someone fears that they're being targeted by the police. 9 out of 10 times, if the police are stopping you, you're probably a suspect. You're probably known to them, or you probably are doing or being involved in something dodgy. If you've got a balaclava on, you should be stopped. If you're out in the stupid hours of night, roaming parks, streets, in groups, you probably should be stopped. That's how I feel on the matter. You may agree or disagree. But you and I, if we're walking the streets with no balaclava, in no big groups, in no antisocial behavior, we're probably not going to get stopped. So this whole profiling thing, I don't want to hear it. We need to keep our streets safe. And if they've got suspicion of someone, search them. Best case, they've got nothing on them. Worst case, they have something on them and they need to be apprehended. Let's continue. Communities are rattled. Parents are afraid to let their children out. Superintendent Carl Barnes said these are extremely serious incidents. We're working around the clock to piece together what happened while supporting the victims and families. No information has been released on suspects, motives, or possible retaliations, full intention and speculation of Liverpool streets. And that bit kills me. How is there no info on suspects, motives, or what the hell is going on? If you are a family in Liverpool, if you are from this area, I feel so sorry for you. The police are letting you down. You have mindless thugs running your streets. I wouldn't send my child out. Not after that, in that area. I wouldn't let my child, my family, walk in those areas, let alone myself. People of Liverpool need to be protected. The police need to step this up. So, what I'm about to show you is a breakdown of this exact shooting. I can't show you it fully, but I'm going to show you what I can. Okay, and the reason is because this is a clip that is not appropriate. So I'm going to show you 3 still frames, okay, so you can get an idea of what and how this looks like. Okay, so number 1 frame is here. Sorry, I'm going to have to do this like this. Number 1 frame is here. Okay, this is the first frame that I can show you. You can see this person here getting out the car. Now, he's got his hand out. Now, I don't know if he's holding something, if he's got something. It's hard to tell about this one. But there's someone here, the 19-year-old who's rushed to hospital. That's him there. Okay? That's phase 1 of that. Take note. This is the black car in question. By the way, this is someone's door cam. This is the only footage that has been released to be able to help police so far. A door cam of the shooting. Okay? So, next bit, okay, is here. Someone gets out the car with a weapon. It's blurred with a weapon and fires, hitting the person's back. As we said in that article, they sustained injuries in their back and in their leg. There's the first part. Okay. Next part. The hooded assaulter goes behind a car and checks again what's going in with weapon in hand and using weapon in said direction. Just take note of the scenery. Lights on, houses on. This is at 9 o'clock at night. All pretty lit up as well. Yeah? And people thought it was fireworks. People mistake the bangs for fireworks. Then the assailant runs back into the car and off they go. So that footage there, very important to help identify who the black car was and any links to that. But crazy. In Britain, I can't believe it. I'll reiterate, it's something you don't hear about. We've almost normalized, but we haven't normalized knife crime because we'll never normalize knife crime. Knife crime should never happen, never be part of our society, and it still needs to be tackled. But every time we hear this news, it's like, okay, again, God's sakes, this is worrying, this is distressing. But when you hear shooting, it's a different level. That worries me. That really worries me. It sends chills down my spine, even thinking about it. We have to protect our streets. One media outlet I found reporting this. Okay, one media outlet reporting this. That's the Echo. Liverpool Echo, the local paper. The local paper. And they're talking about extra police powers as teens in hospital after stabbing and shooting. Yeah, they're still focusing on that the police have got powers. One local outlet. Where are the Sky? Where are the BBC? Where are the big channels? Where is the coverage? Shocking. If you haven't heard about this story, let me know in the comments. If you have heard it, also let me know. Anything you want to say, I'll be reading it. Smash the like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm out of here, people. Thanks for your support. We're on the road to 18,000 subscribers. Come join the True Brit Media wave. I'm out of here. Ta-da.